energy and medicine meet. I will be your host for the next hour. I have over 19 years of healthcare experience and began my career as an energy medicine practitioner while working as an oncology nurse at a Seattle area hospital. My skill in moving energy combined with my medical background have been a catalyst for change in many people's lives. I hope the next hour will be transformative for you as well. Good morning and welcome to the Manuchehri Show. We are live here in the Seattle area. Benny and my assistant Jen are in the Bellevue studio with all the machines, and I'm at home in my home office with Charles. Can't really see him, he's behind me. He's like my constant shadow. No matter where I am. It's funny, Benny, I'm sure you remember this when your kids were little. Like, they follow you everywhere, into the bathroom. You can't even take a shower by yourself when your kids are really little.
Yeah, you no longer have personal time.
Yeah, you don't have space, right? No
zero.
Charles is like that. He follows me everywhere. I'm like, really, dude? And like he as he sees me go into the bathroom, he runs so fast so that I can't even close the door fast enough. I'm like, okay.
Where are you going, Mom? Where are you going, Mom? Where are you going, Mom?
Yeah, it's really funny. Yeah, so we have one more spot left in the Healing Through Altered Perceptions class, which begins January 18th. Cool. So you can just go to the online course page and sign up if you'd like to. One more spot, and it's going to be amazing. It's 12 weeks long because everything is really about perception. Everything is. It's extremely fun. I'm teaching a class on the Shift Network regarding that and connecting to the multisensory world. So it'll be very, very exciting because when you want to heal yourself or others, you have to move into perception that illness doesn't exist. You literally have to be in that kind of energy and belief system to make it happen so that the real solutions can just fly into your life.
Perfect. Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
Yeah, I love it. And I guess I have a mediumship class beginning, a coaching class April 3rd, Shift Your Vibration and Manifest April 19th. So just go to my class page. You can find all of them there, and they're really, really fun. I love teaching. It's a great joy.
Super fantabulous. How's your new year going so far?
Good. My schedule has shifted. I was talking to Jen about it yesterday. I mean, we planned this like over a year ago. We've been working really hard because I book out 18 months in advance approximately. So I can't like just change my schedule. It's not super easy. So I'm writing in the morning and not starting my client life until noon. And then I'm kind of magically done with work unless I teach in the evening at like 3:30. So it's kind of nice.
It's a nice little slow ramp up.
Yeah. How about you? How is your new year going?
Oh, totally fine. Peachy keen. Now all of the birthdays and so forth are done. All the celebrations. My boys turned 12 a couple days ago, so we got that one knocked out now.
Gosh.
I know, right? And it's just now it's kind of relaxing a little bit. Maybe planning for a cruise.
Ooh, where? Where do you want to go?
We don't know. I haven't taken a break.
I know. I've
vacation.
been like on your case about this for a while.
Yeah, like you're practically knocking on my door. Like you're like seriously, Penny.
Like, what is going on here, right?
Now it's been about I think close to 10 years since I've actually gone away for like more than 3 days.
Yeah, and a vacation, like going to go meet your partner's family for her grandmother's funeral, which is lovely. It's not a vacation.
Not especially. It was a great time though. Yes, I got to see Montana. I've never been there too.
Of course, I got to be with family and say goodbye to a loved relative, but
totally
that's not a vacation. So I'm glad you're recognizing that, Benny, and you're on it.
Yeah, I'm thinking more like I don't have to answer the phone unless I want to look at like text. I'm like, oh, look, it's a beach. You want to see it again? Because I'm going to show you again.
Maybe you guys should take a cruise through Greece.
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many islands to explore. It's beautiful there. It's hot if you like hot weather in the summer. But you can go in the fall or early summer or late spring too if you don't like it too hot.
That would probably be maybe with the two of us. We're thinking of one more for all the kids, so it'll be like family. The six of us. Yeah. So
and that's also not exactly a true vacation either. I'm just saying,
I mean, for us, anything relaxing where the kids just can go somewhere.
No, it's going to be fine. But I'm just saying there's a difference. Like when I went to Hawaii to vacation with the kids, I was exhausted afterwards. My kids were more rested. I was like, Mimi needs another vacation after this.
Yeah, right. It's like you have to take a vacay from a vacation. Totally acceptable.
But I think that would be lovely. A wonderful family. And then you guys should plan a romantic vacation just for the two of you.
Doobie doobie doo.
Okay, I think we have to get to work here, Benny.
Okay, let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay.
877-825-8828 for the Marie Manuchehri Show. If you're just tuning in for mini intuitive readings from Marie, that's on today. And we'll take now Perry calling in from Memphis. Walking in Memphis.
Hi, Perry.
I'm so excited. Hey, Marie.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Hey, Benny.
Hi.
Thank you. My nervous system. How does my nervous system look?
Well, I'm drawing out your energy as we speak, so I've already drawn your seventh vortex. It looks gorgeous. Even when you asked me the question, I looked at the tip of your crown chakra, because when people are having neurological issues, I'll draw sparks at the tip of their crown chakra, and you don't have those. And I even, reevaluated it really quick as you asked your question. This is really about your adrenal glands. This really isn't about your nervous system and your heart chakra. So it feels like it's the nervous system because your mind won't stop, thinking, analyzing, processing, worrying, all of those things that you don't want it to do. And that's activating your adrenal glands, moving into the fight or flight response, which is then creating the anxiety and the nervousness and those kind of issues. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but I've been working so hard on myself for so long.
I know. And I don't want you to stop. And I'm sure things have changed, but as we become more conscious, everything seems more obvious. So when you're not as conscious of what's going on in your body or your belief system, we're having still the experiences, the anxiety or whatnot, but we're not aware of how bad it is. The fact that you have an awareness of how uncomfortable you are is a sign that you actually are improving, that you're actually improving, and that what you've been working on is working. So could you be kinder to yourself and more loving to yourself? And every time you have a moment, like I meditated this morning for a little while, and I love to meditate to white noise. And even though I just had moments of like a splash of incredible calm and huge energy moving through my body and some really cool awarenesses, I celebrated that. Not all the moments where I wanted to get up and get a new cup of tea, or I wanted to go into my mind again and over worry or fret. So if you could spend time just valuing those moments that you've created so beautifully, that would be amazing.
Do you see me staying in Memphis or moving anywhere else in the next not too distant future?
Well, what do you want? Why don't you start with that? What do you want?
I want to move out west, but I don't believe that I can afford it.
Right. So you have to change your perception about that. Correct? And what about
the West is pretty big too.
It is. It's really big. And there's, some affordable places than others. Like, yes, Seattle is one of the most expensive cities in the country. I think our sales tax is 10% in
It's getting
most,
up there, yeah. It's about that.
Most counties. So yeah, it's one of the most expensive places to live. But here's the true situation, that if you want to move to have a better life, you're going to first have to have a better life before you move, because moving isn't going to necessarily create what you want. You have to change something within the inside, and then you can move.
I've been working on that.
I know. I'm very proud of you. I'm very, very proud of you. So what is it about the West Coast that you like so much?
I guess I just feel like there's more like-minded people, and I can move somewhere where it's not just humid. The humidity here. I've lived here all my life, and it's a lot of. I just feel like there'll be more like-minded people out there than there are. But I'm just going to remind you where Esther Hicks lives, in Texas.
So there are like-minded people everywhere. And if you, let's say you moved to the West Coast and you weren't in a place of receptivity, of receiving and believing that you can have what you deserve, you're going to attract maybe not the like-minded people that you want in your life. So let's focus on making your life where you are delicious, because even when we're manifesting, we have to appreciate where we are, no matter what it is. We have to appreciate, be present, and love where we are so that we can manifest what we truly desire. So do you think you could do that? I know, it's a hard one, isn't it?
Right.
It's a hard one.
Well, my kids aren't in the house anymore, and and my son died a mile from where I live, and I go up and down the same roads, and it's all the old memories, and I just feel like I'm beating myself over the head staying here.
Like you need a fresh start, sort of.
Yeah, and I'm so sorry about your son's passing. I truly, truly am. He tells me that he loved every moment with you, and that you were the angel in his life. And that your love helped him to fly across the heavens to the other side with lightning speed.
That's true.
He's very, very appreciative of you. And he loves the other side, by the way. He loves it. He didn't really like Earth that much. It was not his favorite place.
That's not my favorite place either.
So why don't we do this in a baby step? Why don't you plan on making a trip to the West Coast? Go stay in an Airbnb for a couple of weeks and walk a beach and be in the cold if you want to. Why don't you plan that? Take baby steps so that you can start appreciating wherever you are. And I'm not saying you have to stay where you are. I'm not saying that at all. And people get confused with that. They think that, well, if I'm forcing myself to love where I am, then I'm not going to change. No, if you can love authentically your circumstances, whatever they might be, to the best of your ability, that's how you manifest change. Okay, but I would take a couple week vacation over here. I think you'll love it.
Well, I have been out. Of course, I've been to Sedona and Mount Shasta.
Great spots.
I've been to Laguna Beach and California. I've been a lot of places, and bottom line is Memphis is cheap, and everywhere else is not.
But then you need to change your perception about wealth and what you deserve, right? Because we create resources based on what we believe we deserve and what we believe we're capable of manifesting and creating. And so you have to change that too, because the people who can afford to live in any part of the world, that's the only reason why they can, is because they believe that they can. They don't believe that they can only afford to live in certain parts of the world. That never enters their mind. So you have to change your perception about that. And perhaps you could do the what if question of, what if I am so incredibly worthy and deserving I can live anywhere in the world?
Ooh.
Okay?
Thank you. I'm going to add that.
Welcome. And your son is kissing you all over your face. He adores you. He's so handsome and such a kind spirit. Such a kind spirit. Yeah, he loves you. And he loves that you believe he's still alive. He loves that.
Yeah, and I do. He's with me a lot.
Yeah, he loves that. So thank you so much for being the awesome mom that you are.
Thank you. Thank you for your help.
Sure. Have a great day.
Yeah, thanks, Perry, so much for giving us a call. I think you're right, the little baby steps, but I mean, she's got so much in front of her. She's got to make that step.
Yeah,
make that leap.
She just has to change her perception that, oh my gosh, it's too expensive to live in these places. Just change your perception, everything changes.
It's not that bad.
It's the magic of life.
Right, exactly. 877-825-8828 for the Marie Manuchehri Show. We'll stay here local now, and we'll take Amy calling in from the Woodinville area. Hi, Amy.
Hi, Benny. Hi, Marie. I'm so excited to talk to you.
Oh, thank you. We're so thrilled to talk to you, too. What can I do for you?
I would love to have you take a look at my chakras for any leaks and also find out how come I never feel rested and refreshed.
Well, back to that original conversation I was just having about those adrenal glands, right? That fight or flight response, because you're a fighter, correct? You fight. And I think that's really great if you lived in certain parts of the world or, something horrible was happening in your life, although fighting doesn't really attract the best solutions, really. But I mean, if we lived in Ukraine right now, you would be my best friend, right? because I know we would survive and figure out what to do to stay safe. So you have to put down your shield and your sword. You have to stop walking through the world as if everything is against you, and the only way you're going to get what you want is if you conquer it. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I do.
Okay.
Yes.
Because we've never met, correct?
We have. I've actually had a couple of readings in your home years ago, and I just took the the vibrational course on the Shift Network.
Well, that's lovely, Amy. I'm sorry I don't remember you. I apologize.
A long time.
So deeply. I apologize for that. But it's been a while since I've seen you, and I guess I don't follow you around the planet. Otherwise, I would recognize your voice. So it's going to be important for you to put down your sword. And I think you can what I see, I see this beautiful female warrior standing on this gorgeous hill. It looks like Ireland to me, or Scotland. And it was a while ago. And you're dressed. I mean, you're gorgeous, sexy, beautiful, wearing fur, back in the day. But there's no battle. Like the battle has been won. It's over with. It's done. And you still are holding onto your sword. And I want you to put it down. I want you to cry your eyes out, because you don't have to fight again. It's unnecessary for you. You have won the battle. And now you can just freely move about the planet and receive all the accolades and desires that you have, and not pick up that sword again. There are different types of power, right? And when we go to war, like, I know this is going to sound weird, when I think of the Russian-Ukraine war, I really feel like it's a war of kind of ending old types of power, that we don't just, arbitrarily invade peaceful lands. We just don't do that anymore, right? So we're putting to rest, and it's going to take a while that we get rid of that type of perceived power. Real authentic power is peaceful. It's calm. It's loving. It's generous. And that's what you're moving into. You're moving into that peaceful, authentic power. And that could be another one of your what if questions. What if I'm sitting in and embracing peaceful, authentic power?
I love that. That's beautiful.
Yeah. And then everything will come. You don't have any significant leaks.
Excellent. Thank you. And can I ask how many spirit guides I have?
22.
Whoa.
Oh,
magical
wonderful.
Number, powerful number. It's an auspicious number. I would look it up. What are the properties of 22, and see what happens.
All right. Thank you so much. You don't know how much this means to me, and it all makes a lot of sense. So thank you both. I love you.
You're welcome. We love you too. And maybe I'll run into you, in Woodinville sometime.
I do have a session with you in 2024.
Great. You can remind me of this conversation, so I can go, oh my gosh, now I can put a name to the face.
Yeah, there you go. Thanks, Amy, very much for joining us from Woodinville.
And a voice.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. And even a year out, but that's what you're saying leading into the show, like 18 months. I mean,
we book out.
Yeah, it's all good. So if you need the number again, 877-825-8828 for the Marie Manuchehri Show. We're going to take our first break of the hour, and we'll be right back with more from Marie.
Manifesting techniques are extremely powerful and rewarding and actually work. But what makes them work better and faster is running your energy at a very high vibration. I will begin to teach a brand new course beginning on April 19th. This is an 8-week course at a much lower fee than my 12-week coaching courses, called Shift Your Vibration and Manifest. Well, you will learn incredible manifesting tools while you practice raising your vibration and allowing the things that you desire to come into your life effortlessly. This will be such a fun, fast-paced course that we will be delighted and inspired by all the wonderful things that people will create during this 8-week time period. You don't want to miss this. I don't want to miss it. I can't wait. Sign up now at energyintuitive.com.
It's time that you are heard, and I don't mean in just a conversation. I mean really heard. Imagine hosting your very own radio program on Alternative Talk 1150. Talk about being heard. Call 425-653-1150 right now to learn how affordable it can be to host your own radio show. Time slots are going fast, so take hold of this chance by dialing 425-653-1150. Alternative Talk. We have an opportunity waiting just for you.
Hello, I'm super excited to be teaching my very first 8-week course all about your spirit guides, titled Come Meet Your Spirit Guides. It will be a fabulous, fun-filled 8-week course of delight through which we will encounter your devoted guides. Unlike my small coaching classes, this is brand new. We will have a much larger class open to many students and available for a much lower fee. Students will have access to a magical learning page that will include a welcome video, access to the course workbook, weekly course recordings and greetings, as well as some more magic or bonus type content. This class will kick off on February 6th. Visit the online courses tab of energyintuitive.com for more information and to secure your spot. I can't wait for you to meet your spirit guides.
Alternative Talk 1150. It's good for what ails you. This statement has not been evaluated by the FDA.
Stereotypical man. You dress up just a little and down like.
And welcome back to the Manuchehri Show. We are live here just outside of Seattle in Washington State, and we're taking calls from around the country or sometimes around the world. So who do we have on the line, Benny?
Yeah, everyone in Montana, their ears must have been bleeding because Aaron from Montana called because we talked about it in the beginning. So hi, Aaron. Hi.
Hi, Marie and Benny. This is so fun.
Isn't it? I mean, Benny and I and Jen, we all agree. We have so much fun doing the radio show. So what can I do for you today?
I want to say I appreciate how with each caller, you kind of treat us like you're having a conversation with friends. It feels so nice.
Oh, that is a lovely compliment. Thank you. And I actually do feel that way. I feel like I am having a conversation with friends, with people that I love and that I wish to have an expansion of growth in their life and consciousness so that they can be fulfilled.
So I called you back in 2020, and I had some very serious finance questions, and I needed advice about selling my house. And I wanted to tell you that everything worked out great.
Good.
Yay.
Yeah.
Congratulations. We're so happy for you. And it's so nice to hear an outcome because I don't always, get that information, right? Like I don't, so it's so nice to hear that everything turned out wonderful for you. I'm so happy.
Yes, I feel like I was trying to be really diligent and get my best advice out of you. So we kind of worked over even some numbers and stuff. It was really sweet.
Good.
And I was all up in the air. I had been divorced, and I had just sold my cafe that I owned for 5 years, and I didn't know what I was doing next. And now I'm in an encore marriage with a guy I had met at that time, and we've been married for 2 years.
Wow.
And one of the first things, that came up in Montana, it's a 50-50 state, and I had 2 kids from a previous marriage, and how do we do finances together? Mm-hmm. And we really have been working through all of that nicely. We're both self-employed, and we do about 12 different things each, a lot of gigs, and we're pursuing the things that make us happy. So, like with the previous 2 callers, you were saying to work on, do I have what I believe I deserve? And I can say, yes, we're doing great. And whenever we have our finance meetings, we go, wow, we're making it, doing all these things we love.
Yay. And that's normal. That's how it's supposed to be. And of course, you know what you love and what makes you happy. There's a huge percentage of humanity that doesn't know what would make them happy, doesn't know what would inspire them. And they're so traumatized by the fear of not having enough money to eat or have a checkup or own a car that they stay in these inaccurate perceptions that really are created throughout society and all societies, that you can't have creative or unique lifestyles and be financially comfortable, which is a complete and total lie. And the beautiful thing is when you do create that like you do, then your body gets infused with great energy. You are healthier. You have really cool experiences that continue to delight and surprise you, not just within the work that you do in the world, but in your private life, like the relationship that you're talking about. It's really quite wonderful. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you. And it is all those lovely things on the personal side, feeling support, trust, communication. And here's what's coming up for me in 2023, and this is kind of my question here. I thought I'd be working on this program I developed in 2023. I set up a website. I'm very clear on my purpose with it. I've reached out to people, and then recently I got excited to do some Facebook ads, and I basically killed my website. Like, I'm not an app developer or a web developer, but I kind of did it on my own, and now I don't know how to repair it. Additionally, in the last 2 months, I've lost keys. I've been denied for things that I've applied for. And so I feel like I'm failing this plan that I had seen for myself in 2023. I will say I took your Unlock Your Multisensory Abilities in October, and I've been meditating daily. So I'm like, while I'm so happy, clear, and focused, how can so many things be going wrong?
It's a really great question. I'm sorry those things happened, but we've had a lot of planets, powerful planets in retrograde. One of them is Mars since October. And Mars is the planet that kind of pushes us forward. It's where we get a lot of our energy from. And it's been retrograde. It just went direct today. Uranus is retrograde. Mercury just went retrograde. Pluto is going to go and visit Aquarius this spring. So it's leaving Capricorn, which is really great. So we're in a lot of flux. Instead of you thinking that you lost these things, I want you to think this is your opportunity to revamp them, especially now that Mercury is in retrograde. There's a person I follow quite a few astrologers on YouTube because I love astrology. And she completely lost her YouTube page right around that time period, lost everything. And she had, I think over 100,000 followers. She lost everything. Well, now she's gained it back, like she's almost back to normal in terms of the followers. And she said she had to revamp a lot of what she was doing and whom she was working with. So don't think of this as a loss. The universe is asking you to fine tune it. And I think you need to hire someone to help you with your website.
Okay.
Okay. And also, if you write into energyintuitive.com and ask for advice, you might know someone who could help you with your website. But one of my contractors found this really cool company that finds out what your problems are and then searches the world for the best type of computer people to help you. And the person they found for us is amazing, has helped our very complicated, highly customized website that very few people will touch when it comes to repairs or shifting something. So if you write into us, we'll because I don't know those names off the top of my head, we'll send you that link. And it's also affordable. At least I thought it was. So, okay.
Wonderful. I'll do that. Marie, you give such good practical advice, in my opinion. I just, I know that all of the soft side, the psychic abilities and all of that is intermixed, but you have really helped me practically. So thank you.
You're welcome. That was always my desire, because we can bring in multisensory stuff. That's important. But we also live in a physical world, where we have to hire people to fix our websites, we have to go buy a car, or lease one, or we have to have a roof over our heads. So I'm glad that is helpful for you. And just remember, the perception I want you to embrace while you navigate through this is that you're just fine tuning things. Nothing's wrong. In fact, you might have a really cool new explosive idea that you weren't going to integrate into the work that you're about to launch. And now you will. Okay.
Okay. Yay.
Yeah.
Lovely talking. Thanks, Benny.
Oh, you're quite welcome. Appreciate the call there, Aaron from Montana, and good luck to you for sure. Let's see here, Marie, 877-825-8828 for the show. If you want to get in, we got a couple lines open, and now we'll take Diana calling in from the Colorado area. So, hi, Diana.
Hi, thank you for taking my call.
Sure.
Hi, Diana.
Marie,
what can I do for you?
I wanted to see what my spirit guides have to say to me.
I'm only laughing because your spirit guides are very, what's the term I'm trying to, they're very expressive. And you have a lot of male spirit guides, so that means you have a lot of masculine energy that you need to learn to harness and use appropriately, which I can relate to, by the way. I actually have only one male spirit guide, but I have a lot of masculine energy. So they all looked towards me when you asked that question and frowned their eyebrows. Spirit guides are never disappointed or angry at anyone, but yours are very expressive. The message that I receive is you don't listen to them. And I don't really mean that literally. I think you may listen to them, but you don't do what they say. You don't suggest, you don't follow the path. You know what I mean? Oh, do you think that's true?
I try to get in touch with them.
So here's another way to describe it. It's not every day that everyone will see or have a knowingness that their spirit guide is communicating with them, although they communicate constantly. But certain things in our life will express what they're communicating to you. A song, voices from another person, a passage in a book. And so you're getting the information. They can see you absorbing it, but you're not following it. Does that make sense?
Oh, okay. Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Okay, great. So because you live in a physical reality, you actually have to take those steps that are recommended by your guidance system, even your inner wisdom, which is all the same. It's all connected. We can break it down into parts, but it's really all one. And then see what happens. Like my spirit guides have been talking to me, or the universe, I use all those things interchangeably, that getting a rowing machine would be a really good, because I'm not going back to the gym yet. I'm not super excited about that yet. And I don't like the sound that rowing machines make. Okay, well, they have water ones. And so they showed me water ones. I'm like, okay. And today when I was meditating, because I've been looking at like 3 different versions of water rowing machines. And today they gave me a check mark on one that I saw online a couple days ago. I'm like, okay, that's the one I'm going to order now. Now I know. So part of this is also, you don't have to rush the process. And I'm not necessarily speaking directly to you, Diana. I'm speaking to everyone who's listening. A lot of people think that communicating with the universe is like, it happens so quickly. It's like the computer. You push a button, you get a solution or an answer. That can be true. You can get answers quickly, but sometimes it takes a little while because it has to work through your resistance and your belief system and find the right book that you just accidentally, knock off a shelf and the right paragraph opens up for you. It can take a little while. My guides have been working on this rowing machine thing for like a month with me. And today I finally got, okay, that one. All right. So I'm going to order it sometime today and hopefully put it together correctly when it arrives to the house. Is this making sense what I'm saying to you?
Yeah. So basically I just need to pay more attention to what's going on, and like you said, the songs, books, that I'm getting it, but I'm not listening to it.
Right, and then following it. Like, I think you are getting it in the moment, but then you get so busy and distracted, you forget about it, and then you can't take the steps because you don't remember them. So maybe write down those moments. Like when I heard a water rower, I'm like, oh, those exist? Oh, okay. And then it took me a few days before I had time to sit down and look at those online to go, oh yeah, okay, I like those. They're all wood. They look beautiful. They look like a piece of furniture, actually, that you wouldn't mind looking at it in your house.
That it even existed.
Yeah, I had no idea. So you're going to follow through, right? You're going to check it out. You're going to, and the more you do that, the more your guides, and they're jumping up, down and clapping right now, the more they're going to be excited. And when they get excited, you are going to feel more inspired because you're going to be in alignment with one another.
Awesome. And how many guides do I have?
That's a really good question. I think you have 14. At this moment in time. I think your original number is 7, but you have 14 at this time, which could turn into a permanent number for you. You may keep all of the extra ones that are here to help you navigate the world.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a beautiful day.
too.
Yeah, thanks, Diana, for joining in. So, okay, if you're getting a rowing machine, Marie, does it come with like a coxswain? Do you know what that is? The person that yells at you.
I have no idea what is it?
It's a person that yells at you saying, row, stroke, stroke.
But there's tons of videos on YouTube of like the front of a canoe or a kayak, in beautiful landscape with birds in the background. So that's what I'm going to be watching if I need to watch anything, because I want to listen to the sound. When you use a rowing machine with water, you hear the water.
Yeah.
Right?
It's pleasant. And then Jen can be on the like behind you, like splashing you with little like things of water, like to make it all lifelike for you. I'd be down for that.
I just hope the cats and the dog leave me alone. I might have to shut the door and just be by myself.
They'll be like, it's my time out here.
I'm on the water.
Exactly. There you go. You can't swim this far. 877-825-8828 for the Marie Manuchehri Show. Or if you need more information about her, visit energyintuitive.com. We'll take one more caller before our second break, and we'll travel actually back to Montana. Got some Montana fans. Is it Elle or Ellie?
It's Ellie.
Hi, Ellie. Thanks for joining the show. What's up?
Hi. Hi, Marie. So nice to meet
Ellie.
you.
How are you?
I'm a little sick right now, so I'm in bed.
Oh, good.
But,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry you're sick, but I'm so glad you're in bed and you're resting. And I'm not too surprised when I started to draw out your energy. You do have a partial leak in the root chakra. Partial, so that can mean a health issue, something like that.
Yeah, so I'm calling because I just graduated from graduate school with my master's degree in social work. And
you know how I feel about that, right?
No.
Well, first of all, I just want to relay my congratulations. I'm extremely proud of you. All my kids did higher education, so I have great respect for it. And I know how much work and time it takes and resources. So thank you. And do you have to be a social worker?
No, but that's kind of why I'm calling, is I'm feeling just super stuck. I'm planning on relocating to Oregon, to Portland, because that's where I wanted to start my career. And I feel like I have a lot of negative self-talk that I'm trying to address through meditation, and I know it's not helping me. So I'm just, feeling really lost and trying not to compare myself to other people. But I just need some direction. And
I'm thrilled and happy to give you direction. I'm glad that you're feeling this way, because I just don't want you to go work for some organization and work like a dog, trying to help a population of people. And I know this is very generalized, right? Who are maybe stuck. You're not stuck. Younger souls will make much better social workers than old souls. You're a very old soul, you're ancient, you're highly empathetic. You need to work in a population of people who actually want to, and I know I'm being presidential right now. I know that I'm saying language that some people are, might be uncomfortable with, and that is really not my desire, but I'm talking about you personally as an individual. A lot of people who are attracted to social work are old souls, and they want to help. And a lot of organizations that hire social workers work with populations of people who have chronic wounded belief systems. And to get them to change and move is very challenging. It takes a tremendous amount of energy, and it's exhausting. Old souls do not need to learn how to become compassionate. They are beyond the highest realm of knowledge of compassion. And what older souls need to do, and I love everything that you learned, like you can take everything that you learned, but work in a different population, be self-employed, work as a coach, and integrate all the things that you believe to be true about energy and awareness and consciousness, and work with people who want that knowledge and someone who could support them in that way, rather than working for an organization with the people who need a lot of help, but will drain you and exhaust you and not actually help you to expand. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. I just I have to, of course, support myself. I'm going to move in with my partner. I'm just all these new changes for me, and there's some fear stuck with that. And
well, everything that like right now you're in your mind and you're giving me all the limited, unhealthy, logical, confident logical, which I think is really dangerous in humanity. When people are confident in their logic, I think that is extremely dangerous. It's not in alignment with the universe or the truth of who we are. It's a very limiting perception. So you're giving me all these things that everybody knows and everybody can understand. Sure. So let's say that you're going to work in the social work world for a very limited period of time. When you're looking for a job, look for one that is going to meet more of the criteria of what you want in the world. Don't go and pick the most desperate population to work with. Please do not pick them. That is only going to exhaust you. And if you're exhausted, you can't be of true help to anyone. And you can't bring your magnificence to the planet that you want to bring that will inspire others to embrace their own magnificence. And think about working part-time or 4 days a week so that you have the energy to create what you really want. And stop getting locked in this very limited, dangerous, logical confidence.
Okay. All right.
And you like what I said, don't you?
Life.
Pardon?
What's that?
I said you like what I said, don't you?
I do, because I really just struggled in school with really connecting to DSM and the whole, I don't know, it's just, there's part of me that just wasn't resonating with it, but I was like, okay, I'll just get your degree. And
I think you made a great choice. I think you made a great choice. You can take that knowledge that you learned. You'll be able to help a future client of yours or someone that if you work for an organization that's in alignment with your desires and pays you what you deserve, because social workers are grossly underpaid and compensated for the work that they do, like school teachers, grossly underpaid. So I'm glad that you have all of that knowledge, because you could help someone who's maybe having a desperate moment. You will know how to hook them up and make sure that they're aligned with a therapist, or you'll know when to check in. Everything that you've learned is perfect. You're just going to work with a different population of people and use the things that you really believe in that you may not have been taught in school.
Okay. So is that what my spirit guides are trying to tell me, or?
Yeah, spirit guides talk to me all day long. Everyone's spirit guides talk to me all day long. Yes. So yes, that's what they're trying to tell you. And so here's your what if question. What if I've magically created the destiny I deserve?
Ooh.
Okay. And it works.
Awesome.
And it works perfectly.
Okay, great. And how many spirit guides do I have?
Right now you have a lot, because you're in a really cool transformational moment for yourself. This is a pivotal time for you. You have about 35.
Wow. So I'm just focusing on what I really want to create in this world and envision.
Yeah. And then you'll attract the perfect company that you can work for, not super hard and not, 8 days a week. Because social workers work so hard, like school teachers. School teachers come home and grade papers.
Never ending.
And then go, and then go to the store and buy supplies for their students. I mean, all of this is just ridiculous. Social workers are working, most of them, in populations of people who are in desperation. So they're having to work day and night just to make sure that people have housing and their medication, or, all kinds of things. That will not help you to expand. Your job is to work with people who are more conscious and aware. Okay?
Awesome. So much. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Awesome. Thank you. I look forward to the work that...
Okay, have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you. And I look forward to the work that you do in the world.
Thanks, Ellie, for joining us from Montana. And let's, do you want to skip the break, or do you want to just keep going?
Skip the break. I'm doing great. Okay, thank you.
Sounds like a plan. Let me just scroll down here.
Because I think I went over all the commercials anyway.
Yeah, we're good. We're covered.
Oh, I still should say, though, if you want to take my... Shift Network class, we're doing an advanced course, 12 weeks right now. It started on Tuesday, but enrollment is still open. We're working on perception and the multisensory world. So really learning how to connect to all these beings who are talking to you all the time.
Perfect.
And understand their messages.
Yeah, perfect. All right, we'll take now Nancy calling in from Idaho. Hi, Nancy.
Hi, this is my first time coming on here knowing that I'm actually taking Marie's class, so this is cool.
Sweet.
Yay! How fun. Thank you for taking the course so much, Nancy.
Yes, I'm super excited. I feel connected to your energy when I went through the Shift Network, like quick little getting to know your course. So yes, I'm super excited.
Great. What can I do for you?
Yeah, so I've been dipping my toes into this whole new world of intuition. I never was really aware of it growing up. And so it's since September, I've had like a first energy session and just learning about it. And now taking courses, meditating, and I just feel like I don't have any clear sense, like the clairs. I don't really I don't feel like I do. And I did a class where we did breakouts, and I did the breakout this last Tuesday. I didn't get anything when I was doing that, or even the exercise where you're doing that in class.
Okay. I love this conversation, because there are so many people who are getting tons of stuff, which you are one of them. You're highly clairvoyant, but you've been receiving information that way all of your life. So that's really the issue. You don't recognize that you're intuitive. You don't believe that you are, number one, and you're highly clairvoyant. Because I just drew out your energy. I just looked at your sixth vortex. It's stunning, gorgeous. So could you tell me everything that happened, even though you think nothing happened, when you were in that breakout room with that person in the shift class? Could you tell me everything that happened during your time of reading their energy? Because I remember the assignment that I gave everyone that night. So could you tell me?
So you're asking if I could tell you what exactly? I felt like I was just guessing. So we did the auric one, I think the aura one. We couldn't see the questions. They disappeared quickly. So
I can't hear you very well right now. Could you just slow down just a little bit?
Yeah, sorry, our line's a little staticky.
Sorry, it could be me it was, okay.
Yeah.
So in that breakout session, we couldn't see all the questions. They disappeared.
Okay, that's fine.
So
doesn't matter.
You
saw the perfect question for you.
Say that again.
You saw the perfect question for you.
Did I see a perfect question?
No, you did. So the whole thing about learning about perception is not getting caught up in the logical mind, which again, and I know I'm using kind of a strong word here, I think is extremely dangerous. I really do. That confidence that we have about our logical mind is deadly. So you saw the perfect question that you needed to see, which is a very different perception than I couldn't see all the questions. Do you see what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Okay. So what was the question you saw again? It was about the auric field.
Yeah, I think it was the auric. We were trying to remember all together. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So tell me what happened when you were looking at their or experiencing their aura. Tell me what happened. Everything, even though you think nothing happened, don't leave any detail out.
Okay, so I tried to ground myself, do the whole good light. I did that way because I didn't remember the exercise you gave us during the class.
Okay, but
so
you're not answering the question. What happened when you were looking at their aura or experiencing it? What happened to you? What happened? Just tell me.
Oh, I don't know. I just was sitting there. I was quiet. I was trying to
no, that's a good answer. Okay, quiet. Keep going. It was quiet. Yes, keep going.
I was looking inside, like with my eyes closed, looking for colors. I was trying to feel within the lower half, but I didn't get anything. So
okay, but you did. You got quiet. So the thing about intuition, it's not about forcing information to come to you. It's about being present and allowing the information to naturally come to you. Your very first aspect that you received accurately was that this person's aura is very quiet. It was quiet. Would you agree that that is a sense that you perceived? Because that's what you just told me.
Yeah.
Okay. I think a quiet aura is extremely powerful.
Okay.
It's really, 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 really powerful. And so you said you didn't see any color, but what else happened when you were gazing other than you stressing to try to figure it out? That's not the question I'm asking you here. Did you feel something in your own body, warmth or tingling? Was there some light that emerged somewhere? Did you hear a faint sound? I want you to look for all these things that humans think are not important, because that's what intuition is. It's actually critical and 1,000 times more important than the logical mind, but it means nothing to the logical mind. Those are the things you want to pay attention to. So what else happened? Not your reaction, but what else happened?
I don't think I got anything else, honestly, because then I just answered,
Right, because you probably started to close down. So the next time, pardon?
Yeah, you're right. Keep going.
Right. So the next time you feel that quiet, I want you to expand into it. I want you to get curious. That's the doorway to your intuition. That's the information that you're actually seeking. I want you to move into that place. In fact, when we get off the call, I want you to meditate, go back to that moment where you sense the quiet and act as if you're walking into it energetically or getting curious about it. And let's see what happens, because you can read the energy at any time. Time doesn't exist. Okay?
Okay.
And I think you did an excellent, excellent, excellent job.
Okay.
I'm not kidding.
Okay.
And you're very clairvoyant. This is all going to, I want you to have fun in this. Stop beating yourself up. Yeah. So stop beating yourself up. So part of your job when you're in these breakout sessions is to stop your mind from being critical. That's your job. You want to manage your mind and not allow it to be unkind to you.
Okay. And what if nothing comes super fast? Because I feel like when I'm learning this, I feel like I got to hurry,
Okay, this is you being unkind to yourself again.
Okay.
Okay. So you're going to practice what I just suggested sometime today, hopefully, to recreate that moment. You just ask the universe, I want to recreate that moment when you're in some sort of meditation, and go back to the quiet and let's see what else you experience.
Okay.
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you. Great question. I loved it.
Yes. Thank you. Have a great day, both of you.
You too.
We will. Yeah.
Thanks
for joining us. And sorry about the scratchy line there, Marie. We'll get that fixed up after the show there.
All right. No worries.
Let's take now, Erin calling in from Seattle area. Hi, Erin.
Hi.
Hi, Erin. What can I do for you?
Hi. I was looking for just like kind of a general read and maybe focused on my skin. It started on my arms and then it's kind of gone into my torso, but really unhappy with me. And it's been like probably a month and a half or so. I'm wondering what's going on there.
I'm so sorry. I just drew out your energy, and your root chakra is leaking, not root, excuse me. Your crown chakra is leaking huge amounts of energy, huge. And the crown chakra governs all of the skin on the body.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So so that's really hard. I'm sorry. Have you had a recent kind of breakup with creation or religion or your beliefs? Has something dramatic happened in that kind of mystical realm for you?
Gosh, I don't think so. I feel like I've been pretty connected in that realm. That's kind of like my go-to. That's where I feel at home.
Yeah. Because that seventh vortex connects to the heavens. Do you have really religious people in your family? Or are you having some conflict with people who have strong religious beliefs?
Not. Mm-mm.
Interesting. So you have this beautiful connection to the universe, which I can't see in your seventh vortex. Is it time for you to expand that relationship? How would you describe your spiritual beliefs in a simple, broad way? How would you describe it?
Oh gosh. My spiritual beliefs. I feel like we all have connection to this like greater unified energy, spirit, whatever you want to call it, divine consciousness. And I feel like it's in each one of us. And so like tapping into that, and I try to do it, regularly. I pray to the universe and angels and my guides to like help be along and communicate with me daily.
Are you disappointed with some of humanity and their connection to true source?
I don't know that disappointed is the right word. I would say I don't know how to answer that question other than like I feel like, and I've kind of said like I know I belong here, but I just feel different. Like I don't care about a lot of the things that humanity cares about, or a lot of things that I just.
So here's what I want you to do, because the universe actually loves everything, has zero judgment about anything. even serial killers and huge war criminals and poverty. The universe loves everything, finds everything to be beautiful and interesting and opportunities for growth and change. So I want you to spend some time appreciating all the things that you don't feel in alignment with.
Okay. Yeah. I think what I was trying to communicate there is more like, I don't feel like like I can connect or understand, like there's like this gap in understanding the other when there's these.
But when you love it, you do understand it. You can, when you love it or value it, appreciate it in some way, knowing that this is the planet of contrast, then we know that these things exist for very good reasons, for powerful, expansive opportunities for us to become more conscious. And maybe not you as an individual, but for others to be unconscious, to become more conscious. So if you could try to celebrate that, that would be great. And stop eating dairy. Stop putting that in your body, any form of dairy.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
That'll do it, Marie. We're wrapping it up.
Oh my gosh, we're already done.
I know.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, all of us here at the Marie Manuchehri Show, thank you for listening, for calling in, for sharing your stories, for allowing us to have this lovely, intimate connection with you on so many levels for moments of time here on Thursday mornings in the Northwest. Thank you so much. We wish you many, 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 many blessings. Bye-bye for now.